Hello, my name is Rachel and I'm here today to do 4 graphic novel reviews. These are just some graphic novels that I've read in the last 2 weeks, I think. I'm on quite a graphic novel kick at the moment because with moving to Switzerland, I want to read as many of my books as I can. And I know I won't really be taking any graphic novels with me because they are heavy, they are usually hardback, and because I read them so quick, it's a bit pointless because then it's like a space that I could have had for a book that might take me 3 weeks to read. So yeah, I'm trying to read all my graphic novels now, and I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, I have 3 graphic novels that I absolutely adored, and then one that I've not been that fond of. So I'm going to get that one out of the way first, and that is the first edition of the Game of Thrones graphic novel. I am a huge fan of Game of Thrones. I've read all the books, I've watched all the TV show, I did my dissertation on it. I am a big fan. And I saw that there's 4 of these, and I thought it would be a nice thing to read, especially because I really want to reread this series when I'm in Switzerland. My dad's put them all on my Kindle for me. So I thought it might be nice to read this and then start with Clash Kings and carry on rereading. But this I ended up giving 2 out of 5 stars, and I just think it just wasn't enjoyable. This runs up to a quarter of the way through Game of Thrones, maybe halfway through Game of Thrones, and up to say the 4th episode if you were talking about the TV show. And obviously, if you're aware of the story, you'll know it's very detailed. There's a lot of information going on, and from how big this book is, it's clear to see that they couldn't get it all in, so they've missed a lot out, and that makes it not as enjoyable. The details aren't really there, the characters aren't well made. Obviously, I still had a connection to these characters, but that's from my reading and my watching and all that other stuff. It's not from this graphic novel. I didn't give it 1 star just because I love the story, so I had to credit it with that, but at the same time, I don't love the story in this format, which is why I only gave it 2. And I got really annoyed at the drawings of the women. It really, really bothered me. So if you don't want to see any sexual content or anything, look away now, skip on. But I'm just going to briefly talk about it. So this is one of the drawings of Catelyn Tully, or Stark, however you want to say. Now, she does not look like that. She isn't supposed to look like that. She's like an elderly woman who's had 6 or 7 kids, and it's just unrealistic to have drawn her like that. And obviously, in the TV show, Daenerys is a bit older because they couldn't have the sexual scenes that they have with her, with an actress who was that age. So she is supposed to be 12 or 13, I think, in the books. I think she's either half a year younger than Sansa or half a year older or something. They're very similar ages. And obviously that problem doesn't arise from this because it's a graphic novel, so they could draw her as younger, but instead she's drawn like this, and it's just really unrealistic, and they do it with everyone. And I'd understand if they did it with someone like Cersei, because fair enough, she is described as a beautiful woman who uses the body to manipulate people. So when they had drawings of her, I was like, okay, I get why you've done that. But the way they did it with other characters, I just found sort of offensive. Like, you're just trying to make every woman a sex object, which is something that I think George R. R. Martin purposefully did not do. He works very hard to make his characters feminist, and that's I wrote my dissertation on the way that he does that, because a lot of people say that the series isn't feminist, and that he is very sexist towards female characters, and I think he most definitely is not, and I think he does it so well. So I just thought this was just not my bag. Did not really enjoy it. I have got the other 3, which is a bit annoying because I thought I would really like this because I love Game of Thrones. But I think I probably will carry on reading them just because, like I said, I wanted to use it to recap the first one, because the first one isn't my favourite. book of them all anyway. I like the later books, like Feast of Crows and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna use it to recap, and then yeah, just read the series after that. So unfortunately, not a good one for me. The next one I read, I really loved. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and it is Amulet, the first book, which is The Stone Keeper, and this is by Kazu Kibushi. And this is just like amazing. It's a middle grade graphic novel. It's about these 2 kids, and they move to a new house, and they find an amulet, and they have to go through this secret door into this world. And yeah, that's all I really want to say, because it's very like good, and you move with it, and it's kind of a little bit predictable, but kind of not predictable at the same time. But it's really good, and the drawing is so cool. Like, it's just really beautiful. It's just a fantastic writing style, and the artwork is just so beautiful. Like, there's so many panels in here that you just like, so cute, so lovely. So I definitely will pick up the next one. I was looking for it yesterday, because me and my friend went to Travelling Man in Manchester, but they only had 1, 5 and 6, so that wasn't really helpful. But yeah, I do want to read these because it's really cute and lovely, and I really liked it. And then this morning I woke up and I sat in my chair. If you watch my channel normally, you won't have seen this chair before. This is like a little corner comfy chair that I have, and it's really nice to read in. And yeah, I've read 2 graphic novels this morning because I've just been on a graphic novel kick. So I'm going to talk about the second one I read first, because I really liked it. But the first one I read, I it was everything. So I'm going to end on that high. So the first one was Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley, and this I gave 5 out of 5 stars, and I adored. I thought this was just the best story, the cutest story. The artwork is so beautiful. The book is so beautifully published. You have this in like half a dust jacket, which is just really cute, and then underneath it just has just the most amazing cover and stuff. It's just so beautiful. Art style is just really cool. Obviously, Brian Lee O'Malley is the creator of the Scott Pilgrim series, which I have not read before, but I definitely will pick up now that I've read this. I think I wanted to pick this up just because I'd heard it was really good, and it was like a standalone, so I just thought it'd be a good thing to start with, because then if I like his style and his story and stuff, then I would move on to his other works, which I will do now. This is about a girl called Katie, and she basically finds these magic mushrooms and a little book, and you have to write your mistake in the book, eat a mushroom, and then it will be righted. It will go back in time and write your mistake, and yeah. And it's basically about how she gets a little bit carried away and things get messed up a bit. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But this is just a really brilliant story, really good, and I definitely recommend it. So yeah, read that one. And then the last book I have is one of the most beautiful things I have ever read. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars for like my reading experience of just being in a comfy chair, reading a sweet, adorable story with the most beautiful illustrations I think I've ever seen. Like, out of all the graphic novels I've read so far, I don't think there's one that rivals how beautiful this graphic novel is. And I think it's because of the colour they used. Oh my god, it's just fantastic. And it's called Nightlights by Lorena Alvarez. This is about a little girl, and oh my god, I'm going to read the back because the back is literally just, the back makes it sound so cute as well. It's just perfect. So it says, every night tiny lights appear out of the darkness in Sandy's bedroom. She catches them and creates wonderful creatures to play with until she falls asleep, and in the morning she brings them back to life in her whimsical drawings. When a mysterious new girl appears at school, Sandy's drawings are noticed for the first time, but Morphy's fascination with Sandy's talent soon turns into something far more sinister. And you can see like how wonderfully beautiful like the art style is. It's just unbelievable. The colours in this are amazing. Like, this is the little girl in bed, and she's just like the cutest thing ever. And then you've got like these amazing like colour palettes used, and just so amazing. And she's so cute. She's like the cutest little girl. And yeah, I loved this. It was just so sweet and lovely. And I'm so glad that I bought it. And I will definitely be picking this up a hell of a lot. Like, so much. So yeah, they are the 4 graphic novels that I have read recently. This one can go away and start ruining Game of Thrones. These are all amazing, and I would recommend them highly, and you should go out and read them and just love them because they're beautiful. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!